Hi guys, welcome back to my channel of Crochet Craze Creation. My name is Courtney and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a slip knot as well as a chain stitch. And for this tutorial, I am just basically going to be using this scrap yarn right here. I am guessing this is like some sort of acrylic yarn. I always use acrylic yarn for most of my projects, as well as a 5.mm crochet hook. Now I know for most people do this very differently. It depends on your skill level and it also depends on your technique and your tension. But the way I do a slip knot is that I grab my yarn like this. I wrap it down on my two fingers like this. And then I wrap it over the strand that I'm holding with my ring finger and pinky. And then I take it off like this. I put this string under this hole right here, and then I just take my crochet hook and I go right in under this strand here, and then I just pull right through. And that's basically how I do my slip knots. I know a lot of people do it differently, but this is how I do mine, so I'm going to show you again. So you're going to hold your yarn like this on these three fingers and press your pinky on the short end of it, and then just wrap around the two fingers here. And you're basically gonna make like an X like this, and you're gonna take your two fingers on your right hand, pull that loop off your two fingers, pull this strand under the loop, and it's gonna make it like almost like a pretzel shape to make it look like that. Then you're going to take your crochet hook and you're just going to go in under this strand that's underneath the loop, and then just pull through, and you will have your slip knot. And so for the chain stitch, like I said, we're going to make a slip knot like I showed you before, making an X, pulling that loop off the two fingers, pulling this down, making like almost like a pretzel shape, very weird pretzel shape, pulling your hook in loop under this strand, pulling through. And the way we're going to do the chain is make sure you're holding this strand with your two fingers like this with your thumb and middle finger on your right hand. Take the long strand and just yarn over and pinch this bottom knot, pull through, and just do like a pinching back and forth like this to make your chain. Now I know a lot of people do this thing kind of differently to teach people, but this is how I do it because my tension and my technique. That's how you create your chain. So yarn over and just pinch the chain, pull through. Like I said, it's a back and forth pinching technique that I use, which, like, for me, I go fast at it, but this is exactly how I do mine. So I'm going to show you again. And yeah, to take out your chains, you're just going to pull all that strand out like that. Put your hook again into the loop. And so just do like a pinching technique back and forth. So yarn over, pull through, pinching technique back and forth, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And that's how you basically make your chain for it to start any type of project. Also, the faster way I make my chain of when I do this is I basically just yarn over and I pull through, but when I finish that chain, I tend to put my pointer finger right on top of the hook like this and just do yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, which just makes it a little faster for me. But yeah, that's what I do most of the time. So if you're a fast pacer like me, like, this is one little technique that you can try as well when you're starting your chain or when you're starting to learn to crochet and you just want to be able to know how to go faster, this is one little technique that I use. But it's after I actually start my chain. So yeah, that's basically how I do my chain, how I do a little bit faster with technique. But you're still pinching that chain there to make sure that you can pull through easily, and that way you create a good chain to start off with for any project you're doing. And also, if you liked this little lesson on how to do a slip knot as well as a chain stitch, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, give me your thoughts, and just happy crocheting and learning. Thank you.